There is no way I can promise a second You know, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. There's no way I can promise a second season. This is decided in the meetings of the higher-ups, and they may decide to never produce that sequel. However, I promise that I will put all my efforts into making this work as good as possible for my readers. Satoshi Wagahara, creator of The Devil is a Part-Timer. So if you came to this video hoping for the short answer, here it is. I don't fucking know. The creator doesn't even fucking know. But with a bunch of Googling, we can get a good idea. What's going on, everybody? My name is Scamboli, and I'll be answering the question, what happened to The Devil is a Part-Timer, and are we getting a second season? I'm gonna break this video into chunks so that you can skip around and make sense of my conclusion at the end. The original series was based off the light novel, and as of now, there are 24 volumes. Throughout the 13-episode season, they only used 2 of these volumes. Using advanced deductive reasoning, we can sensibly conclude that they can make a shit ton of seasons if we're just talking material alone. There's also an ongoing manga that's currently on its 65th chapter. However, we're not talking material alone. It all boils down to money. White Fox, the studio who picked up the series, dropped it after season 1, allegedly. But if there's enough money to be gained, another studio could pick it up. The author... Sorry guys, I'm recording in a cave right now. The author has reminded fans that anime is a business, and a complex one at that. The intentions of the buyers are what drives the anime business, so let's hope that there's enough interest for season 2. Basically, the guy's saying buy my shit and maybe big companies will notice. So, are people buying his shit? In spring of 2013, Crunchyroll did a poll finding that Mao was the most popular male character of that season, beating Hachiman, Eren Yeager, and another Devil's a Part-Timer character. In 2018, it was ranked the 17th most popular anime on Netflix, 5 years after its release. And if we look at Google Trends, while talk of these series has definitely died down, it's still being talked about 6 years after its release. That's more relevant than Fetty Wap, 6ix9ine, and Soulja Boy, which you've already forgotten. Stupid! However, as popular as the anime was, this doesn't directly mean it sold well. Studios make money off 4 things: DVDs, merch, localization, and streaming. I have no way of knowing how much the merch and DVDs sold, but let's think about it. The anime was localized by Funimation and was fucking huge. When I rewatched the show, I watched the dub. Alright, put your fedora and Reddit karma away, dude. Sometimes dubs are fun too. And it's been streamed on Netflix ever since I first discovered hentai. Not only that, but earlier we talked about how it's still doing relatively well on Netflix. So how the fuck is this not making money? Let's assume that the anime sold really shitty and look at it from a business point of view. In 2016, the light novel had the highest amount of sales for the week it was released in, even beating Konosuba and Goblin Slayer. In 2013, it was the 4th most popular light novel, and in recent years it's even made the New York Times bestsellers list for manga on multiple occasions. Then again, every fucking book I've ever picked up says New York Times bestseller, so I don't exactly know how hard that is to get. Now, light novel and manga sales don't affect studios, but there's clearly a lot of demand for the series. White Fox may never pick up the show again, but there's tons of cases where a different studio revives a dead anime, and the source material is so popular that it would be dumb not to. I think since it's been so long since the anime dropped and there's such a large following, people would freak out about its return and literally advertise itself. I can think of a shit ton of pros and not a lot of cons, but who knows how the Japanese think. They're different. I want to say we'll get a season 2 because A, I'll get more views that way, and B, I just want a goddamn season 2. But there's just too many uncertain factors that make this hard to judge. In summary, it was popular as fuck, it still is relevant, but White Fox dropped it. And the author's been trying his ass off to make season 2 happen. I think if the author is pitching his show around multiple studios, one of them might see untapped potential in the series. And we've been told straight out his mouth if the series does well enough, a studio may take notice. However, as you may know, Japanese people are allergic to making money. Madhouse dropped One Punch Man, Nintendo only drops 4 good exclusives per console, the list goes on. I believe that season 2 has a chance, but that there's an equally large chance of us getting bullshitted. It's really gonna come down to where you personally believe the evidence leads. So yeah, that was cool, right? Anyway, next week I'm going to be doing an Ava video. Here's an extra little secret. If you like this video and happen to share it with your friends, I will actually come in my own pants. I know, crazy, but it's true. Peace.